Hello and welcome back to the format of writing a research paper. In today's video, I'll be dealing with the importance of writing references. So let us now move on to the roadmap of my presentation. So first, I will talk about the importance of including the reference section. Second, I will highlight the types. Third, I will deal with the styles of referencing. And fourth, I'll give you some tips of writing the references. So let us now move on to the first topic, but before that, I would like to give you the introduction of writing references. So references, as we all know, is giving the detailed information of the research paper that we have referred. So actually it forms the basis of primary as well as the secondary research. And moreover, when we have quality of reference, it improves the journals and the papers. So it depends upon what kind of references we include, and that will have an impact on the journals and also in the paper that we are writing. So having understood the introduction, let us now move on to the importance of writing the reference section. So it actually, when we write the references, it helps to support the ideas with evidence. And moreover, it helps to allocate the resources and know the difference between the writer and the author's ideas. And it helps to appreciate the author or acknowledge the author. So this is the importance of including references. Let us now move on to the second topic, that is the different types of referencing. So referencing could be divided into broadly two major types, that is in-text citation, that is within the text beside the references. So it is an acknowledgement whenever we quote or paraphrase a source. So here I have an example from my research paper. So I have said that researchers proved that students who are actively involved in the learning process learn more than passive students. So I have included the surname of the researcher and the year of publication of his research paper. So this is an acknowledgement within the text, and that is why it is called as in-text citation. The second type is the reference list. In the reference list, we include the list of publication information, which is intended to give readers all information. So here I have an example for you. So having understood the two different types of referencing, let us now move on to the styles of referencing. So there are broadly, I can say there are three different styles of referencing. The first is the parenthetical style. In the parenthetical style, I include the reference within the text, but I use the parenthesis, that is the brackets, while including the referencing. So here I have an example from my research paper. Davis bracket 1989 proposed the technology acceptance model, according to which, then I'm paraphrasing. So I have borrowed the idea of the researcher Davis, and his publication, the year of publication of his research paper was in 1989. So I've acknowledged the contribution of the researcher, and I have put that in brackets, the year of publication. The detailed information will be given at the end of the research paper. In the next type of style is the documentary note. The documentary note can be of two different types, that is the footnote and the endnote. The footnote is usually written at the end of the page, or the end of the the text that we are writing the research paper. So it comes at the end of the particular page, where we want to indicate that we want to add some additional information about the concept that we have mentioned, or we want to give detailed information about the researcher. So the end note, however, comes at the end of the research paper, and we title it as end note, and where we give the detailed information of the researcher's contribution. So here I have an example of a footnote. Here I have introduced the term of F value, which might be a new concept for the readers. So therefore, I have explained the concept of F value in my footnote. So now let us move on to the numbered style. In the numbered style, instead of writing the name of the researcher and the year of publication of his research paper, I put it in square brackets, and I put the number. So the number indicates that when I go to the reference section at the end of the research paper, I will be giving the detailed information of the researcher. So here I have this example you can see over here. So now let us move on to the different format of writing the different styles, or including the styles in the research paper. So we have the first format as the APA format, then we have second the MLA format, the third is the IEEE format, and the fourth is a Chicago manual style. Now, AP and MLA format is generally followed by the humanities of people, that is language, history, and the arts. Okay, so they follow the AP or the MLA format. And there is, as you can see, there is slight difference in the AP and the MLA format in the sense of where the year of publication is written and how it is written, whether it is written by giving, put it in brackets, or it is written without the brackets. Then IEEE and the Chicago manual style is followed by the technical people. So Chicago manual style could also be followed by the arts department, or the people who belong to the arts faculty, but it all depends upon the requirement. And so but generally IEEE and the Chicago manual style is followed by the technical researchers. So in IEEE, as you can see, the year of publication is written at the end, and even in the Chicago manual style, the year of publication is written at the end. But in Chicago manual style, the year of publication is put into brackets, whereas in IEEE, the year of publication is just written without the brackets. So there is a slight variation in the comma, the double, using the double quotes and the single quotes while writing the title of the paper. And therefore, we have to be very careful when we are selecting a particular style of writing. So let us now move on to certain tips that I would like to give you while including the reference section. So first tip is, you have to familiarize yourself with the different styles. That is the most important thing that we have to remember. Secondly, because that will help us not to deviate from the style that we have selected. So if you have selected APA style, we have to be very careful that we write all the references in the APA style. We cannot differ in the styles of writing when we are including in the reference section. Secondly, we can also use the free citation generator that will make a task easier rather than remembering all the different types of styles of referencing. So a comma here and a full stop there could be very difficult to remember. So therefore, if we use the free citation generator, the task becomes easier. So we have to just Google it and go to the free citation generator, include the URL of the particular paper, or we can write the surname of the author and the title of the paper, and we can select a particular style, and accordingly the citation generator will generate the references as per the style, and we need to just copy and include it in our reference section. So having understood the importance of writing references, I would like to thank all of you for your patient listening. I hope you have understood the concept, and in case you have any difficulty, you can always write to me in the comment section. I will get back to you. Thank you once again.